Welcome, future barbers, seasoned barbers, barbers cutting in the basement, wherever you are. Welcome to this gentleman's fade tutorial. What I'm doing right now is I have my blade closed and I'm creating the bald part, but it's not bald. I'm not doing it with the trimmer, so it's not skint, but it's the closest thing to skint. And I'm making my line kind of low because we're going to do more of a drop fade on this gentleman's cut. That's part of what a gentleman's cut is. This is like a businessman haircut. And I put my number 3 guard on and I'm just going over the side. I'm going with the direction that the hair grows. I'm going down with it. And then you'll see the next step that I do is I'll go over the top. And I'm going with the direction of the hair. But this is a classic man's cut. The businessman of today or tomorrow or the future. This is a safe cut. So when I got my number 2 guard on right here because he wanted it a little bit lower after I showed him the mirror. And I put the number 2 guard on and I'm going with the direction of the hair. And this is something, a gentleman's cut is, you get some younger dudes that want the cut, but any guys, especially over the age of 50, and they ask for a gentleman's cut, this is what you want to give them. Because this is a safe haircut. They can go to their business meetings, go out on a date with their wives, or their side piece. Hey, I don't judge. But as you can see, I'm just going with the direction of his hair, just making sure everything is even. Okay, so now what I want to do is, I have my blade open. It was closed at first and when I say open blade, that means the lever is down. Lever down means open. Lever up is closed, and it's all about the blade. And I'm creating the next line, and I'm going up, as you can see, about a 1/2 inch, and I'm following the drop that I did before. But I'm just creating my second line. Always make sure you pull the ears. You don't want to cut anyone's ears, because I guarantee you, if you cut somebody's ears, especially the first time you cut their hair, they probably won't come back to you. Got my number 1 guard right here on, lever all the way up, and I'm creating that second line. This line right here kind of establishes the highness of the fade, because I'll put a bigger guard on next and kind of get that dark spot out. But on the gentleman's fade, I'm not going up too high, and I'm creating line number 2. And as you can see, my lever is all the way up. Now, I have my 1.5 guard right here. My lever is up. And that second line that I created, I'm pretty much just fading it out. Now, if you look at this part right here, kind of what the part that I just did, like some new barbers, that may be good. Like this is considered a respectable fade. But as you go further in your career, you got to make that thing look good. You'll start to see things with your transitions and everything. So I went back down to my number 1 and I'm just flicking up and my lever's up and I'm fading that line out a little bit more. Close my blade, just transitioning towards the bottom. And I like to blend, as you see, I'm blending the front part first, and then I'm just going to gradually go down until I get to the back of his hair. And this is the most important part right here, like, because my lever is up and down, I got my number 1 guard, and this is where I'm really creating that blend. This is the money shot. If it was a such thing in barber terms, this is the money shot right here. Now my blade is up and I'm kind of just flicking. I'm kind of going between lever being up and down and just fading it out. And I saw some bulk in the back, so I put my 1.5 guard on. My lever's all the way up, and I want to take out the darkness. You see, it was kind of dark, which was a little bit, as we call, bulk. And I want to get that bulk out, and I'm going against the grain. And it's taking off enough to make the transition look smoother. This time I wanted to go down with it, with the grain of his hair, just to see how it lays. Got my number 2 guard on, and I'm going up, and as you can see, I'm keeping the fade. You see how it's still droppish, but I have my big guard on, that number 2 guard, and I'm going up just to make it a little bit lighter, but yet still creating the drop part of it. 1.5 guard on, a bigger guard, and I'm just making it drop, baby. One guard on, lever up, just concentrate on that bottom part. Because the most important part of the fade is where it's kind of like, especially if you're doing a mid fade, is that medium portion of his hair. Because you still want the fade to go kind of downish. So I'm just concentrating right now on the little bottom part. As you can see, look, I put my 1.5 guard back on. And I'm doing a lot of repetition, doing a lot of the same steps. Keeping that fade kind of low. This beat just goes with it. The gentleman's fade, this beat just, it matches the haircut. Okay, now I'm doing the back part. And I'm doing the same steps. I'm doing the same steps. As you can see, I already did the part with it, like kind of the no hair part. But now I got my number 1 guard on, and I'm just going up, creating my second line. Levers all the way up. 1.5 guard on, I apologize. Creating that next line. And one of the things, the more you cut hair, the more, I call it the barber eyes. The more you can see like the bulkiness, like what I'm getting right now. I saw a lot of bulk in there. So I put that number 2 guard on, and I'm going up, and as you can see, my lever is down because I don't want to take as much hair off. And I got my lever down, and I'm kind of just blending it on out, making the transition look smooth. Now, if I had my number 1 guard on, the step that I was just doing, it would take off more hair, and it will bring the fade up higher. But as long as I keep a bigger guard on, I'm just laying the hair down. 1.5 guard right here, just laying it down so it can look smooth. Still creating a dropness. Just doing a 2 guard. And right here I see some darkness, and I'm just flicking up. My lever's all the way up because I want to take more hair off. As you can see, I'm constantly combing. You constantly want to comb the hair so it'll lie down nice and tight. Now I got my 2 guard, and I'm going with the grain. And sometimes I can take more hair off if I push harder. I mean, you don't want to bash somebody's skull in, but I am pushing a little harder right there to make the hair go down a little bit more, to cut more hair. And if you see that picture in the back with the silhouette, that's my product. It's 3 of us. It's me, my father, my brother, and I. That's my men's hair grooming products, Dixon 1737. I got leave-in conditioner, beard butter, beard oil, facial soap. The link is in the description. But my 1.5 guard, and I want to make it a little bit lighter. So I'm going with the grain. And also, as you can see, I'm going a little bit against the grain. But the guard is kind of bigger, so it's not going to take as much off. Also, the link is in the description to every single clipper that I'm using. The beats are by my man. This beat is by my man Jay Bleezy. That's also going to be in the description as well. But the gentleman's haircut is it's a nice, safe haircut. And most importantly, just keep going, man. If you learn how to cut hair, just keep going. I promise you will get better. Just keep going. And some of you can use this tutorial on your own hair. I might be taking money out some of the barber's pockets, but you can learn how to cut your own hair. On this side, I'm kind of just going to speed through and let you guys see. Oh yeah. It's DJ Barber, man. I just had to come in here and say what's up to you guys as you watch my man Garrett Dixon cut hair everywhere. We cut the hair so the girls would stare at our glare, eat us up like we're a pear. Crunch. That's what the women want to do when you get a fresh haircut, baby. They just want to crunch all over you. The women love haircuts because the thing is, when a woman sees you, she's judging you by your shoes and she's judging you by your hair. And I promise you, baby, if you keep your hair groomed, you could take her to the moon. You don't even literally have to take her to the moon. You could take her to the moon with your looks because she's hooked. She is shook and she will ride you like a rook. No, she ain't gonna ride you like a rook. She's gonna ride you like a pro. And your hair will start to grow. You say, I gotta get it cut again, cause she likes the way I do it. And we always sin. You don't have to drink juice and gin to get her on a high. Cause when she sees your hair, she's looking in your eyes. DJ Barber, man, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and let you enjoy these smooth beats. Chicka chicka. I'll say the two most important things about cutting hair. The two things that are imperative that you need to know. You need to know your guards, what they do, and you need to know how to adjust your lever. With your lever up, it cuts more. Your lever down, it cuts less. But you need to know when to adjust your lever to get the hair to the height that you want it. And you can always look at your guards and you'll see like a 1 guard and it might have 1/8 or something on the corner. That means it's cutting 1/8 of an inch. Another guard might say 3/16, those little numbers. That means it's cutting 3/16 of an inch. The higher the number of the blades, the more hair will be left on the hair. So the lower number, the guards, I'm sorry, not blades, the lower number on the guards is going to cut more hair off. So if you need to keep a lot of hair on top, you want to use a bigger guard, say a 6 or a number 7, you want to use that. But if you want the hair low on the top, wave length, brush length, you can use a number 1 guard. And you always got to get that line in the back. You always want to get that line in the back because you want to make your haircut look crispy. Lift the ear up. Don't lift the ear up. Pull the ear down to make sure you don't cut it. Because like I mentioned before, if you cut somebody's ear, they'll probably be hesitant to come to you because ear cuts, a lot of blood comes out of ear cuts. So that's one of the most embarrassing things as a barber, when you cut somebody's ear and now they're in the shop bleeding. Oh. So right here, I'm just following his natural line. I'm not trying to create a line. I'm not trying to make it look real sharp because this is a gentleman's fade. You see his hair is He still has a lot of hair, which is good, but his hair is a little thinner on the corners and the sides. His hair is a little bit thinner, so I'm not pushing him back. I'm not making his forehead look big. I'm just staying with his natural line, but I'm making it look nice and neat. And right here in the arc, I like to use the corner of my blades. When you use the corner, it's really a nice guideline for you. Hope that you're enjoying this tutorial. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. Talk about what's on your mind. I don't care. Just going over the front, and I'm not pushing him back. I'm staying with his natural line. He good to go, man. Appreciate y'all sitting with me in this video. Like I said, make sure you subscribe. My guy right here, Skeeter, he's a dope director. I'm going to leave his information. But look, here's the finished product. He's looking good. Nice, conservative, gentleman's fade.